Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just a little under 2 months away from its official release by Disney and Lucasfilm, as well as George Lucas and J.J. Abrams, that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film, answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens, while also creating brand new questions at the very beginning of this movie that will pretty much change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies and everything that comes in between those films. And that's exactly what JJ wants to do. He wants to use this movie not as the culmination of the Skywalker saga only, but also as a film to create something new, a foundation to create brand new Star Wars lore. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and Rey are said to be holding hands, where they are both holding Jedi and Sith holocrons in their hands, and that they are said to be using a new Force ability called flow walking. This power is said to be an evolution of their Force bond that is said to allow them to witness vital moments of the past in between certain episodes. It said that this is JJ's version of the Worlds Between Worlds by Dave Filoni, and that one of the scenes is actually said to involve a segment in which Rey and Kylo Ren are said to witness a vision of the past of a figure in a purple cloak standing in front of Darth Vader, kneeling down to him, where the figure in the purple cloak is said to be handing Vader a strange device. It's described that once Vader holds the device, the past voices of Padme Amidala and Obi-Wan Kenobi can be heard. The figure in the purple cloak is said to be Snoke himself, interacting with Vader by giving him a device that is said to hold a connection to the spiritual world. Now, Snoke appears to have less injuries on his face in this particular sequence, where he is said to eventually pull over a strange hood/mask hybrid over his face, where both Snoke and Vader part their ways. The scene is said to take place in a strange, dark temple that is very brief for both Rey and Kylo Ren, however establishes that Snoke had once met Vader before in the past. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this is crucial to the Skywalker saga, and of course how it does indeed change how we view specific characters like, of course, Vader and Snoke. Now, a lot of fans have always been wondering about the Rise of Skywalker and exactly where it all stands. The thing that I want to go over here about Snoke is, of course, the fact that there was a moment in time in which he met Vader and handed him a strange device that holds a connection to the spiritual realm. Now, the fact that it's described that Snoke is dressed in a purple cloak, I can't help but think back to the VR video game. As you all know, Darth Vader Immortal, or Immortal Vader, is, of course, a very big video game that a lot of fans love and enjoy. And in there's an actual villain that is actually called the Bishop. And in that video game, the Bishop actually also wears a purple cloak and even sounds like Supreme Leader Snoke. So it's very possible that the Bishop himself is indeed Darth Vader's ally, that is actually indeed Supreme Leader Snoke all along. So you can really see how there are similarities there, though it's not a given that they are the same exact entity, but they do sound very similar in design. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over here is, of course, how Rey and Kylo Ren actually see this vision of Snoke and Vader through the use of flow walking. Now, if you guys are new here and you are currently unaware about Star Wars Legends, basically flow walking is a power that allowed the original version of Ben Solo, also known as Jason Solo, the ability to essentially time travel and interact with the past. However, you cannot change the past and you cannot change the future, whatever have you. In, of course, The Rise of Skywalker now, they are introducing the concept of flow walking. Once again, cherry picking from Star Wars Legends and kind of making some little changes to it here and there, where in this scenario, they're actually seeing elements of the past between both Vader and Snoke. So this moment is actually said to involve a moment in which it establishes that Snoke had once met Vader before in the past, and that he actually gave Vader a device that allows him to connect with the spiritual realm. Now, of course, that explains as to why we hear Padme Amidala in the background, and the fact that, in the Vader comics, Vader was actually trying to resurrect Padme Amidala. I don't know if you guys knew this, but in the comics in late 2018, very interesting comic line. I do suggest that you guys go ahead and read it. Numerous times, Vader tried to resurrect Padme Amidala, though it was unsuccessful. Sadly, he does in fact continue his search in order to find other ways in order to resurrect her from the dead by using the spiritual realm itself. So that's going to be very interesting to see exactly what that's going to look like on the big screen, and how the flow walking session is going to allow all these different visions that Rey and Kylo Ren witness before their very own eyes. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.